do is focus only on the work part, right? So that is not will help you. So personally, I follow 8C rule. So that is my
Oh,
8C rule.
yes. And are you
So
disclosing your 8C rule? This is something where
yeah,
I will also be taking notes.
yeah. So my
Please introduce yourself. Like, who is Jyotsna as a person? And second one is, who is Jyotsna as an entrepreneur?
okay. So as a person, I would say I'm a daughter, wife, and also a mother of a 5-year-old. So currently, I am managing everything along with the work what I am doing. So that is what I am. And as an entrepreneur, I am a brand marketer. So that is my profession. And apart from that, I'm also a business coach and career mentor. So these are my two areas where I am working along with my personal life. So I'm trying to balance all these three apart from whatever passion I have. So that is what I am as of now.
And you're the right fit, as my niche is about entrepreneurs wealth legacy, where we focus mostly on balancing life, and you exactly are such a good example for all our viewers. So it's a pleasure, and I'm hoping that we are going to have so much of decoded, like all of these hacks that you are implementing in your life, and we all can
Yeah.
start implementing too. So okay,
Thank you.
Jyotsna, thank you. Like, that was a very brief introduction as you being a person, how you are, besides these label, and what are you with your labels. So how exciting is entrepreneurship, if I have to ask you, versus the job role that you are into? What
Yeah.
insight according to you that you are gaining?
Yeah. So I think both has their own set of challenges also and advantages also, right? So when I was an employee, I was facing a lot of challenges where, see, the financial part is one aspect, but apart from that there are many other aspects where any employee face a lot of challenges in terms of growth, success, personal life balance, and all these things comes in place. So if you are not having that balance, you are not able to give your best to your work, right? So there you face again adversities, because that is ultimately what matters to you. Earning money is one part, right? So I think that is the biggest difference. And when you come to entrepreneurship, yes, life totally changes where you need to do everything all by yourself. Whereas when you are working for some company, you have people to do individual jobs, right? Individual tasks, and they have their own role and responsibility. But when you come to entrepreneurship, you are the person who is doing everything. You are the one man, one woman show. So that is the major difference, and hence it becomes very critical to know the potential you have, not just physically but also mentally. So those two aspects really play a big role. So I think, and it is the biggest difference between both the things.
You can see my expressions, you can read that because you're speaking everything that is there. Because even I connect so much. I think that day also when we were talking about this only, that the more we are getting in conversation, we are exploring that we are having so many similarities, even in terms of thought process.
Yeah,
Wow,
yeah.
so amazing. Okay, so as you were
Thank you.
talking about that balanced living, so you believe in
Yeah.
balanced living because a lot of people,
Yes.
they don't believe in balanced living. So
Yeah.
according to
Yeah.
you, what is balanced living? As a lot of people
Yeah.
don't believe in balanced living, and a lot of people are,
Yeah.
struggling because of that.
Yeah.
And what do
Yeah.
you think is the signs? Like, a lot of people have not tapped in yet. So what
Yes.
is it that, if you can underline those areas?
Yeah. So balanced living was something which I used to practice when I used to work also. Like I was alone and I was working that time. Also, I used to practice. People thought ki that generally when people start their career, they think that work is only their life. They don't see life is also the part of life. So that is not there. So I used to follow strictly. I used to give time to myself, to the things which I love doing. I used to spend time with the people whom I liked spending time. So that I always preferred. And I used to create a very clear demarcation. Irrespective, I knew there will be challenges, but I used to clear demarcation. This is my time, don't interfere into it, because I need that time for my well-being.
Me.
So a lot of times people used to come and tell me, you are staying alone. What are your responsibilities? I say, I have double responsibility. So I need that time. So please don't take away that time from me. I need it. So that was one. And hence it is very important when you are working to know that what are the kind of boundaries you need to set in terms of the role and responsibility you take, that and how much you can stretch. Or similarly in life, what are the boundaries you set for yourself and how much you can stretch. That limitation and understanding is required. But when you come to maybe after you have got married and you have more responsibilities, and then you also like being an entrepreneur also. So what we do generally do is focus only on the work part, right? So that is not will help you. So personally, I follow 8C rule. So that is my 8C
Yes.
rule.
And are you
So
disclosing your 8C rule? This is something where
yeah,
I will also be taking notes.
yeah. So mindful living is something which I embraced always, and I am still embrace that. So in terms of mindful living, what are the 8 aspects which I am focusing right now in my life, and how I am balancing it? So first C is caring.
Wow.
Caring, where I focus on my family, myself, my daughter, everyone. So that is the first C. The second C is the cooking part, which is very important. Okay,
Yeah.
because without food, things doesn't, like, we are not happy. I feel internally we don't feel very happy. So food is very important. So that is the second C. Third is my consulting, which I do for my brands and the projects which I work on consulting basis. Fourth is my coaching business, which I have started recently, but that is my fourth aspect of C. Fifth is my creating cultivation, basically connections, reaching out to people, interacting with them, right? That is my fifth C. The sixth C is creating connections, because it is about not just about connecting with people, but also getting inspired by others. So that is what I do focus on. So cultivating connections. And lastly is the cultivation of mindful living, which is being more mindful of what I'm speaking, what I'm wearing, where I'm spending my time, with whom I'm spending my time. So all those things which comes in cultivating the mindful living part. So these are my 8 C's, and this is how I balance everything.
I can see that, and this is so well stated. I'm sure it shows the balance in the implementation as you were talking about. This covers all the areas.
Yeah,
Very
yeah.
impressive, very impressive. This is like already a Paisa Vasool live show.
Thank you. Yeah, yeah.
So thank you and high five on that. Okay, wow. This was the best. Okay, so now just help me as you are into this implementation of balancing your life with your 7 C's, right?
Which is,
Just
yeah.
help me understand. Do you think just because you've taken care of your mindfulness, you are in that contentment where you are able to give time, connect with everyone? So
Yeah,
all of these C's are helping you in your business, in your personal life,
yeah.
versus if you were not following this routine, this mindset, it would have
Mm,
been taken a very different shape of stressing about things, struggling into a lot of areas.
yeah,
So
yeah,
just highlight how
yeah,
ease this gives us, because a lot of people these days are in stress, and
yeah,
it's
yeah,
not only because they're not reflecting within. They're
yeah,
mostly focuses on the outer
yeah,
forces,
yeah,
and mostly
yeah,
complaints are outwards. They're not
yeah,
looking within themselves. So this is why I
yeah.
just want you to highlight few points so that our viewers can benefit more and more
Yeah.
through your experiences. Go on.
Right, right. So as you rightly said, people are looking outside. It is not inside, right? So that is the biggest difference. Where as soon as you start looking inside, you automatically, lot of things get simplified, right? So I follow very simple life. My life is very simple, right? So, so, so the first thing which I do is I don't see others what they are doing. So that is my first rule. I don't see what others are doing. I only see what I am doing. I only focus on this, only and only what I am doing, right? So that is my first thing. The second thing is that when I am saying that what I am doing, there also I want these 8 C's are my focus areas. These are the 8 important aspects where I will focus on. उसके अलावा और कुछ नहीं. तो बस यही है मेरे लिए. So I have that clarity. So second thing is you having that clarity what you want to do in your life, whether it is you want to do a good job or become a vice president of a company, you need to have that clarity, right? If you are prioritizing your life, right? So you need to have that clarity कि life में आपको करना क्या, घर में बैठना है, like you want to sit at home and just manage home or do something else also along with it. पर वो clarity बहुत जरूरी है, right? So having that clarity, second thing. So these 2 things play a lot of role. And third is comparing yourself. So don't compare yourself with anyone else. The moment you stop comparing yourself, you will know your own potential. So I see when I speak to you or I see Siddharth, or I see somebody else, so I always approach with a mindset of learning from you all, not, oh, I know more than anybody else. So that is what it is. So that is the fourth thing. Be open to learning from anybody. तो वो 4 चीजें if you have, you will have the right mindset. वो mindset अपने आप बनता जाएगा. So this is, I think these are the focus areas which will make things easier for yourself. बाकी दुनिया को तो छोड़ दो आप, वो क्या कर रहे हैं नहीं कर रहे. You just focus on yourself and automatically the ripple effect will happen and you will see the change happening in your family, outside. So that is how it is. I approach my life.
Wow. Love it, Jyotsna. Very beautifully put it forward with the examples that you have stated. And since I know you for substantial time, I know absolutely. And the more and more I'm knowing you, I'm like, oh my God, wow, this is why we are friends. I can connect the dots now. Okay. So now moving further, how crucial is having right mindset? Like if you can talk more elaborately, like today you are an entrepreneur, you're also at work, plus you are having these beautiful relationships, you are healthy, and the wealth is also there in your life. So as I was talking about this legacy, I see you as the right fit. So something that you can share with everyone, that a lot of entrepreneurs mostly they focus on money, they focus on career, and because of which their other areas they start affecting, and they don't go a long way, because even if they will go, they will carry that hollowness within themselves. That celebration doesn't speak loud. So how can you inspire and let these entrepreneurs know that yes, there is this hack and you have all the right, it is your knowing, it is your mindset where you have to develop these skills, and these are like the real hack which a lot of people are not implementing. So go on.
Right. Yeah. So I would definitely say mindset plays a big role in every aspect of life, right? Whether you are an entrepreneur or an employee or even a housewife or a working professional. So your mindset plays a big role. So when I was working, I was facing a lot of challenges, right? A lot of challenges, but I always had that the learning attitude and a go-getter attitude. So every day I used to go back with a new mindset कि नहीं यार आज का दिन तो अच्छा होगा. So वैसे, and you will not imagine, I have spent 6 months spending in like sitting in office without doing anything. The kind of office pressure, office politics I had faced, but I managed to spend the entire day sitting in office without doing anything. But I used to go to office every single day without missing, till the time there was a break-even point where I said, "Nahi yaar, this is wasting my time." So then I thought, now it's time to move out. It is not solving the issue. So that is the kind of mindset you need to have. Be very strong, prepared, resilient, and positive about things, not taking the negative things and affecting yourself, right? So, so when you are an entrepreneur, be prepared to face anything. So that is the first thing. And second thing is that you need to do all everything which is required to do, right from picking up your deliveries if you are a online shopping business, picking up your deliveries and delivering also. So you need to do right from A to Z everything, and you need to learn all those basics, so be prepared to learn. So that is also very important, learning, having that learning attitude. So these two things really help. And in terms of balancing your life, see, work is always there. Like what I see is when people talk about work-life balance, I see it as a taboo because the corporate culture has created it that way, right? Giving work preference over life. So I have reversed it. I said life, work, harmony. Focus on the life work harmony part instead of balance. तो लाइफ वर्क हार्मनी होना चाहिए, वर्क ऑटोमेटिकली आ जाना चाहिए, जिंदगी आप जियो लेकिन काम को सीमलेस बना दो. सो दैट इज हाउ यू टू डू. एंड हेंस तो हेंस व्हाट यू नीड टू डू इज यू नीड टू मेक चॉइसेस. यहाँ चॉइसेस की बात आ जाती है. चॉइसेस बिटवीन यू वांट लग्जरी और यू वांट योर हैप्पीनेस, राइट? आप लग्जरी के पीछे जाओगे या हैप्पीनेस के पीछे जाओगे? व्हाट इज मोर इम्पोर्टेंट फॉर यू? And we chose that, like me and my husband, both of us made that choice very clearly, and hence we gave up our full-time jobs and we decided to work from home because we thought our life is more important than the career we had. And hota hai na ki when you know your parents have taught you so much, उन्होंने आपको पढ़ाया लिखाया है इतने साल काम पे, तो कुछ ना कुछ तो कर लेंगे यार, कर ही लेंगे. और भगवान ने तो भेजा है तो रास्ते तो बनाएगा. तो so that is the attitude you need to have, and you keep working towards it. So when we started, like after my career break, when I started consulting, so I started with a very minimum amount, very low amount. I didn't think I was earning so much. I need that money. So you need to again make choices. You need the time convenience, or you need the money part. As I said, luxury, वो luxury हो जाता है आपको. अगर you are aspiring to earn 2 lakh 3 lakh a month, that is luxury what you are, and you're not working towards life. You're not seeking a happy successful life for yourself. So that is what my definition is. बाकी सबके अलग हो सकते हैं, and you make the choices accordingly. ठीक है? And that is how we have been taking small steps, छोटे steps, and working each day to achieve what we want to achieve. I think 8th C, which is curating. So
I guess that's
curating
so
is
because
so here I remember curating is I'm working towards a business, online business, which I'll be starting maybe sometime soon. So I'm working on that also. So so that is the small steps. I'm not disclosing it, but yes. So
let me
that is
give you
something.
congratulations. See now what will happen.
So that taking those small steps towards your dreams, right? तो छोटे छोटे स्टेप हर दिन लेते चलो. Only then you will achieve. If you think that things will turn for you overnight, वो नहीं होता है. So I think these are the things which is very much required when you are into an entrepreneurship journey, whether you are doing it alone as a solopreneur or with your partner, or you have a big business setup or a small setup, irrespective of the size of the business. That is the attitude you need to have, and try to improve your people skill, क्योंकि आपके people skills बहुत matter करते हैं, कैसे आप लोगों के साथ बात करते हो. And that is why this mindfulness comes in. How you talk, what you talk, all those things matter. So people need to look up to you, not look you down, right? So यही है चीज है जो I personally follow.
Wow. Okay, so now moving on further, being an entrepreneur, how do you face challenges? Because risk, when you are an entrepreneur, risks are the gifts which will keep on happening, and it's good for us only, because now even today I'm an entrepreneur, and I see the way you see risks are very different. As if you are having that growth mindset, they will become very different. As I can see the kind of words that you are using, having that faith, doing the work, doing that effort, putting that right mindset, these all comes together and it helps. So
Yeah.
how do you face your challenges?
Yeah. So challenges face करने का, there are two aspects, right? One is the challenges which is upfront, right? Which is right at there. What is the problem? How you solve that? है ना, उसका solution कहाँ कैसे ढूंढोगे आप? So if you are not able to find the solution, speak to somebody who will help you, right? So that is one. And second thing is the challenges in terms of your mindset. जो आप, whether you believe in yourself, are you confident, are you open to take those risks which is coming on your way, how you envision yourself, कहाँ तक जाना चाहते हो आप, right? So वो challenges हैं, and how you want to balance all these things, how you want to maintain over all these things. So I would say कि देखो everyday लाइफ में हो या बिजनेस में हो, challenges आते रहते हैं. It is about approaching them with a solution finding attitude, कि उसका solution कैसे निकाले, है ना? अब हम उसको बोलेंगे नहीं यार इसका कोई solution ही नहीं है, there is no solution, इसका कोई ऐसा तो है ही नहीं, impossible है ये कि कोई भी problem का solution नहीं है, right? And irrespective of you being, if you are true, right? आप अगर आप you're confident about yourself, you will be able to overcome anything, irrespective of the standard of challenge you face, whether it is big or small. So I have big challenge also, small challenge also. तो but ठीक है यार, वो चल रहा है, साथ साथ में चल रहा है. So but it is about taking that approach of trying to solve it, not to just avoid it. Avoid करने से कुछ नहीं होगा. You need to take it upfront and solve it. And if you're not able to do it, find the right person who will help you to do it. So this is my suggestion.
Oh, wow. So many takeaways from this live session. I love it so much. Yeah, totally love it. Because I see a lot of clarity that you are mentioning in terms of risk taking also. The more clear you are and the more boldly you are facing, you know that you are there for this business, and business are also babies for us. So it's not like running away. You know that you are here, you have to face it, you have to learn, you have to fail also. That's also part of it. And getting up again is also another. So love it so much. Defined very beautifully. Okay, Jyotsna. So if you can just help one of the challenges that you faced, and from there you've transformed. It can be anything, your life challenges or your business challenges, could be anything.
Okay. So as I was talking about my career, so that was the biggest challenge. So life always had challenges for me from the childhood, right? But I faced all those things very upfront, because होता है ना, you are like, you have that attitude कि नहीं है लाइफ में कुछ करना है, that motivation होता है ना, you need to achieve this goal. So once, and I did anything, whatever it takes to be where I wanted to. But when I faced challenge first time, I approached it with a positive mindset. Second time, third time, fourth time, I said कि नहीं यार, this is not serving me anything. I think I need to change my route. ये लाइफ का डायरेक्शन चेंज करने का टाइम आ गया है. ये I don't think I will grow here. This is not helping me to grow individually. Rather, it is putting me down. मुझे नीचे ले जा रहा है. Hence, and it was a big risk. We both, like me and my husband, decided to leave our jobs, and we were both facing the same situation. So we left our jobs. We left Delhi. हमने Delhi भी छोड़ दिया. So we left Delhi and we landed up in Agra. So we landed up in Agra. I think it's 6 years now. It's been 6 years. We left our jobs from Delhi and we landed up in Agra. And since then we have been here. And that time we started, like my husband had started, and we were clear कि हमको क्या करना है. So almost for 2 years we were prepared with financial backups. For 2 years we had prepared our financial backups. And also we had started, my husband had started his business of travel and hospitality and events. So that is how we had planned. So हमने ये सोचा था कि we'll start with small, but we will grow. It is not that we will not grow. But then COVID happened. So the challenge started from there. So वो था time for which none of us were prepared, right? Literally we were not prepared. So COVID happened, and just before COVID, my daughter was like, I was expecting. So, and during COVID, my husband's business got shut, and there was no opportunities for work. I was not earning, right? So there was no income which was coming in, and there were expenses, continuous expenses which was happening. So I started working from home, looking out for opportunities, which for work from home opportunities through LinkedIn. And fortunately, when most of the people lost jobs during COVID, I was the fortunate one who found a job to find a job for to work from home. And ठीक है, the pay was not that great, but it was giving me so much of happiness. कि यार, I have a job with me, and I'm
Happiness
able
over
to
luxury.
take care. Yeah, so I'm able to take care of my family. So that was the happiness, and I literally gave around 10 hours every day to my work, 8 to 10 hours, and my husband was taking care of my daughter. She was just 1 year old. So I think वो था period which was the most challenging period, and the next 2 years, because and I literally worked होता है ना, day and night. तो मतलब जितना काम कर सकते हो करो, from morning to night काम करो, so that that period of 2 years of COVID could have been managed. So that was the most challenging period for us. And thankfully, God had sent me that opportunity because I asked for it. Right? I literally went and asked for it. कि मुझे मतलब मैंने डाला पोस्ट उधर LinkedIn में कि I am looking for a work from home opportunity, please. And fortunately, one of my ex-client who was in GSK, and he was the Indonesia marketing head. He was heading marketing of Indonesia, Rekit Benkaiser. His startup, he had his startup, and he wanted somebody to look after their marketing part. And I joined them as the marketing lead over there. So, so, so that was the opportunity, and I grabbed it. I grabbed it for three reasons rather. One is the learning part. Second was because I needed it. वो मुझे चाहिए था. And third was, it was giving me the convenience of time to look after my daughter from home, like
It was
work from
also
home thing.
giving freedom.
Yeah, freedom to right. So that was the best part. And I literally like worked for them, not an employee, as if that was my own company. I worked like that for almost more than 1.5 years. So, but when after the company grew to a level where they needed a person full time, right? So hence I moved out because I was not able to give that much time, and I said, you ask somebody to take over, and I left that job. And then since then, I have been working on consulting basis, only on project basis, and that's my journey so far. Sometimes it is like I have 2-3 projects. Sometimes it is there are no projects, but I still feel that every day I have something to do. It's not that I don't have work. I feel that my time every day starts at 10 a.m. 10 a.m. मेरी life शुरू हो जाती है. 10 a.m. मतलब work wise,
Yeah.
right? So 10 a.m. is fixed कि 10 बजे मुझे कोई भी काम हो या ना हो, मुझे करना है. So that is how it is.
You're at work, don't worry, we know that, Jyotsna. All right, Jyotsna, so just talk a little more in briefly about your niche that is on career as a what's business and career coaches.
Yeah,
So if you
yeah,
can help us, all our viewers,
yeah,
understand what are you working now, because you've worked into
yeah,
media, you've worked into branding, marketing,
yeah,
and you're coming
yeah,
up with this new niche of yours. So if you can just
yeah.
introduce.
Yeah. So basically, since I have worked on branding, marketing, and also startups, businesses, helping startups to start there and scale their business. So hence, I have chosen my niche as business and career coach, because business is where I know the inside and out, right? In terms of how to start it, how to scale it, not the performance marketing way, but the organic way of building a brand. I know in and out. That is my expertise, and I have done it for many, like I think 3-4 startups so far. I also helped my husband to start his business and set his business, so that is also I have done. So hence I'm trying to help, especially the whoever, like especially women who wants to start a business of their own and scale their business. Second is I also help them to do the branding part, like launch the brand and build the brand. through brand storytelling. And third is I'm focusing on career women, basically who are maybe mid-career women, where I was. Like I see myself in that place, and what are the kind of challenges I was facing, and I am trying to address those challenges through my learning, my experience, and help them out in a positive way, like having that positive and empowered mindset by towards success and growth by I would say embracing the simple things in life. आपको बहुत सारी चीजें मतलब लाइफ में कॉम्प्लिकेटेड नहीं करना है, छोटी छोटी चीजों को आप अप्रिशिएट करो, एंड दैट इज हाउ यू कैन क्रिएट योर लाइक हैव योर mindset, positive mindset, and you can work towards your success and growth. So that is the reason I see people frustrated, right? Lot of my colleagues, ex-colleagues, they have reached out to me and they ask me, how are you managing to get work? So this is the question they ask me कि काम कैसे कर रहे हो? मतलब I'm not in Delhi, I am in Agra and continuously I am working, right? ठीक है, some months I don't have work, some months I have work. So that frequency is up and down, but it's not that completely off. But the question they come is, how are you managing to do that? Like कहाँ से आपको मिलता है? So it is, I would say, is the kind of relationship you build over the period of time, and also the dedication and the trust and the all the conviction you put in your work. वो काम अगर आप करते रहो ना, तो people will definitely come back to you. And if it is superficial, it is not long lasting. So I think that is what I earned when I was working full time, and that is the reason people are coming back to me, because they are looking for that trustworthy person to take care of their businesses, their work, their projects.
Okay, Jyotsna, it was very wonderful knowing you as an entrepreneur and also your insights from when you were working at job. So, one last question, one piece of advice that you want to leave us all through your journey, something that you are being inspired and you wake up on this one thought daily.
Yeah. So there are two things. I always have been a learner, right? Whatever opportunity, whatever, irrespective it was related to my work or something else, I just explored. मतलब literally I explored and learned everything. When I was in advertising and marketing also, I didn't hesitate to say कि this is not my work or doesn't fall in my KRA. I literally did and learned everything, because and that is the reason I know so much. Literally marketing का इतना कुछ पता है कि people think कि तुम encyclopedia हो. Wow. So I learned each and every aspect. Be a lifelong learner. Take every opportunity as a learning opportunity, not as a challenging opportunity. To learn it. And then second is, be open to like have people in your network. Like last year, I was facing a challenge because I was working from home, and it's been more than 5 years I have been in home only. So I have very limited people connected, right? So to talk to reach out to, or speak to. So, and all my network are based in Delhi. And once you're out of the city or you're out of touch, what happens? They tend to forget you, and gradually you don't speak to them quite frequently. So that was the lack, that was the gap which I had, and I was realizing it is affecting me, my mentally, and it was affecting my growth. Hence, I was trying to identify how to get connected with people, the right kind of people, whom with I can learn and I can grow. So that gap was there, and I was really facing it. And I landed up in ILH. So I landed up in ILH, and I'm so thankful that I did, right? Because I can see the kind of change I have since the last 7, 8, 10 months. I can see that. So that is, so these two things, you need to be in the aura, in the connection of people from whom you can learn every day and grow yourself, not get stuck. I know it all. Don't have that attitude. I know it all. Ye do attitude. Be a lifelong learner, and don't be an I know it all attitude. Be these two things. I think you will literally grow as a person. I am not saying as an entrepreneur or as a person. When you grow, other things will automatically work for you.
Love it. Jyotsna, wow, this was, I think, we've spent somewhat nearly about half an hour, I think, roughly. But there are a lot of takeaways, and I want every viewer to go back. Please play it, stop it, pause it, take notes. I will also be doing, trust me, because there are few very good takes. Like we all, as you said, we all learn from each other. But that will only and only happen when you will leave your brain and you
Yeah,
give yourself that command that I'm open to learn and grow. That is when this
yeah,
comes. So
yeah,
that is your first
yeah,
promise, that when you are watching this live, go back, play this again, and just take notes. And then afterwards, when you've taken notes, reread them and then see which areas are you struggling and how you can place all of these. Also, not to miss the 8 C's that Jyotsna has mentioned about and has freely
yeah,
gifted to all of us. I will also be implementing
yeah,
Jyotsna. Somewhere I'm implementing,
yeah,
but I never thought of, naming it as this fancy 8 C's. I love this so much.
yeah,
So, Jyotsna,
yeah.
thank you so much. Thank you for
My
your
pleasure.
presence. I've known you today, I think, more 10x more, and it is helping us bond more and more. Plus, the entrepreneur journey
Yeah,
that you shared with us, and your little kid, I keep on seeing so many times in your life also. So, lot of blessings
yeah.
to you, your kid, and your
Thank you.
husband also, who's also a pillar. So, keep on living this
Yeah,
life
yeah. So
and keep on inspiring us.
thank you, thank you, thank you so much. Thank you for inviting me. I think, and I really hope people take all these learnings, they find it valuable and implement them. See, it is not very, I would say, frameworks, formulas. No, it is simple things in life. That is what I embrace. Embracing the simple things in life and implementing it in your life to bring that change. And automatically things will start changing for yourself and around you. So that's what I am leaving this session with.
So thank you, Jyotsna. We will be seeing more of you. And if you people are
Yeah,
having questions, please do comment below. I will be requesting Jyotsna to answer them and come live, especially
yeah,
so that she can answer all of your questions. So this is still not ending.
sure.
Every speaker that I am introducing to you all are very happy to take your questions. So please keep on commenting. You bombard our chat
Thank you.
boxes, and Jyotsna would
Yeah,
love
yeah.
doing that again. So,
Yeah, please
Jyotsna,
share more love and support to Naisha. Keep sharing all the love and support to her.
you too also. Let these beautiful energies keep on amplifying. And stay limitless, don't limit your success. And with that,
Yeah.
me and Jyotsna, we are signing off. Thank you
Bye
everyone. Do
bye.
like,
Thank you.
subscribe,
Bye
and
bye.